Good evening, people. I hope that you're doing all right. Taking care of yourself. Hey, Peter. So I've got a few things to do today. I've just been kind of distracted. I haven't been able to focus much today, so I figured going live would help a little bit with that. I've got some art to edit, which is exciting because I got some orders. I have some gardening to do. So I have some succulents that I need to repot and some other plants that are growing roots and ready to move on. So I'm gonna do that. And I've got a book that I need to edit. So that's what I'm up to tonight. As always, any musical requests, let me know. But yeah, figured you guys could keep me company while I listen to music. It's kind of gray, kind of nasty out today. It's been raining off and on, so I wasn't really able to get outside too much. The kids were here over the weekend for last night. They came and spent the night because they're going to Philly tomorrow, so I won't see them for 2 weeks, which is sad, but it is what it is. So yeah. Watch us go in house 53. Myanmar. Alright, so the artwork. So I'm going to show you what I'm working on. So this is Edgar Allan Poe. I drew Edgar Allan Poe, and this is what it looks like with all of the layers. It looks like a mess, right? This is what happens when I select every layer on the whole piece. And if I deselect, and that's what it looks like. And what I have to do is I have to take this size and shrink it down to this size here. And so I made some crop marks on here, and so I'm going to try and do that now. I'm trying to get better at scaling. There's always so much more to learn about this program. So there's my center point, and I want to put it right there. And I'm going to start shrinking to see if that works. Nope, that's not it. That's squishing it. Such a large file that it takes a while to do and undo stuff, so I just squished it too much, so I gotta undo what I just did. Alright, so it's back. Let me make sure my center point is still on my center point. It's not, so I'm going to move it back to where it's supposed to be, right there. And now I'm going to try shrinking it with the corner. Just move the center point again. Okay, center point is back where it's supposed to be. Is it going to let me shrink? No. There it goes. Okay. So, oh man. It's having all kinds of problems. This is such a large file. I've never done with such a big file before. I was gonna do it with raster, but I wanna have a version of the file with the proper bleeds. Wow, it's eating up so much memory down here. Let me close a few programs, make it a little easier on it. I don't need QuickBooks open. I don't need Preview. I don't need QuickTime. I don't really need Acrobat. I'll save that for later. Okay, let's try this again. Did it do it? Oh, it kind of did it. Okay. Alright, so I actually made it too small. So I need to bring this line out a little bit. So... that's not working at all. Still in the center. There it is. It's almost where I need to be. Okay, let's try that again. So if I take this, wait, is it still in the center? Where's my center point? There it is. Okay, center point has to be here. There it is. Bring it out to this line right here, right? That should do it. Let's see if it did it right. It did! Okay. I just have to shift it up a little bit. Oh wait, it's not exactly on the line. Needs to be shifted over a little bit. Okay. And now just straight down to there. Good. All right. So now I can get rid of this crop layer. Now what I have to do is, so I have to make sure that the pattern and everything goes all the way out to this red line, because that's where the wrap is going to be. No, this is Edgar Allan Poe. so now the background is exactly the size that I need it to be. I'm going to turn all the layers back on. Now, I think this guy is ready to print. Off the bleeds and export another version with no bleeds at all. Final files. So there it is with bleeds and without. Good. That works nicely. All right, so now I have to do the same thing with Cal Ripken. Download the copy. I'll be right back. I'm going to refill my water. Okay. This file is copied. And I'm going to make a 16 by 16 version of it. Open it up. So I use a regular iPad. The iPad I use is actually this one here. This is an old iPad, model A1474. It's 5 years old, maybe 6 years old now. And it's what I've drawn everything on. I am way overdue for a new one because it's extremely slow. When I'm drawing on it, sometimes there will be pretty bad delays. And I draw with this thing, which is called an M-Notier stylus. And it's basically an upgraded version of those regular styluses that have a big rubber tip on the end. Except this stylus has a clear little disc on the end of it. You see that? Let's see if I can get the camera to focus. There we go. So, and the reason why it does that is because old iPads can only do a point about as fine as your finger. And so this stylus uses this clear disc so that you can, as the contact point, but then you can see with a finer point what you're drawing. Now, once I upgrade, I'll probably be getting an Apple Pencil. I was going to upgrade using money I got from a project that I did for Under Armour, but that didn't come through. So I was also maybe planning to upgrade if I got my stimulus check. I haven't got that either. So, hey Cherish. But yeah, that's what I draw everything on. Beat up, old, finicky tablet. Alright, so this is my Cal Ripken. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lock everything. Draw a box right at the edge of the piece. Actually, just turn everything off so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm going to draw a box right there. I'm going to use that as a guide. I'm going to turn everything back on. Your iPad is older. Alright, so now I'm gonna put crosshairs to make things a little easier to find the center point. Right there. I'm gonna select everything. Make sure that nothing is locked. And I'm gonna use the scale tool. Put the center point right in the middle. And I'm going to change the artboard size to 16 by 16 inches. There we go. And then with the scale tool, I'm going to shrink everything down. And this is a reason why I should get more memory for my computer, which is step 2 of the investment project. Alright, I'm pretty close. There we go. Ever thought about teaching graphic arts online? I have taught. I used to teach middle school, and I do private lessons for people. So I just finished teaching a screen printing company in DC how to do pre-press graphics. But yeah, occasionally people hire me to to do stuff for them, to train them on stuff. Alright, I think I've got this properly down. Yep, there it is. So I'm going to delete that layer I created. Let me check something really quick. Ah, man. I didn't scale the outline properly. I might not have done that for Edgar Allan Poe either. Shoot. Let me check. Yep, I really didn't. He's got that huge outline on him now. Dang it, I'm gonna have to redo that all over again. Alright, okay. There might be a simple way to clean up my error. Let's open the original Cal Ripken Jr. Okay, so let's find the stroke. I think it's this layer here. Yep, there it is. Okay, so that has a stroke of 40. Let me get my notebook. Write this down. Oh, that's not going to help me at all anyway, though, because I got to scale it anyway. Alright, I got to start all over. Okay. Let's go back, close this. Don't save it. Alright. Undo. Undo. Undo again. Alright. So now, go into Preferences, General, Scale, Strokes, and Effects. That will help. Select everything. Go back to the scaling tool. Make sure that the center is right in the middle. Right there. Go back out. artboard size to 16 by 16. Here we go. Back to the scale tool and shrink it. Yep, you gotta rip out the stitches. So basically what was happening is, you see, I put this line around the figure. So there's this dark blue line right here. Oops. Right here. And then this lighter line right here. And when I shrunk it, it didn't shrink the thickness of that line. So those lines got really, really thick, which doesn't look right. It's not the way I drew it. And so I just had to fix that. There we go. Now I don't need this black box anymore. And I need to make sure that the edges go all the way out on the bleed. So figure out which layer is which. So there's the plates back there. Alright, so there's a box back there. I just need to make the box a little bit bigger. There we go. Alright, now I think this one's ready to go. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to export a version. Bleed with the artboard at 300 dpi. And then I'm going to turn off the bleed. Export another version without the bleed. And then I close this, save it, double check what I did. So there's without bleed, and there's with bleed. Now I'm going to go back and fix Edgar Allan Poe. And I'm going to have to start fresh, so I'm going to delete the files that I made previously. Copy them. Rename it 16 by 16 and open it up. a new layer. Draw a box. Right there. Turn everything back on. Nope, I've never done Louis Riel or Gabriel Dumont. But I do commissions. Make sure everything is unlocked. Select it all. Change the artboard size to 16 by 16. Go to the scale tool. Oh, I want to turn everything off really quick. Turn this on. And make guides to the center point. There we go. Commissions. Commissions are here. I'll send you a link. There are the prices for commissions. So it's $275 for the drawing itself, and then whatever size canvas you do. And these are some of the commissions that I've done in the past. Most recent being this one right here, where I memorialize someone's mother. Alright, back to the scale tool. Make sure the center point is in the center. Right there. Yes, that's why I'm able to keep the commissions so low. But for, you know, personal portraits of family members, those don't sell, so I don't list them for sale. But if it's somebody famous, I do. But I only make 10 of each piece. So every piece that I sell, I only make 10 of each canvas. So they're all limited editions. There we go. But yeah, that's how I keep my commission prices down. Otherwise, I'd have to charge an arm and a leg. What do you mean can't scale objects? Don't do that to me. I just scaled it before. This is really being a pest. Alright, I'm gonna have to do it a different way. Here we go. I'll slide this down to there, and I think I've just about got it. I hope. Yep. Yep. Oh no, it's still too big. Okay. It's gotta shrink this way a little bit more. This side. There we go. All right. Delete this layer. Sojourners. What's Sojourners? Turn that off. Turn this off. Turn this off. No. What happened? Jim Wallace wrote about racism. It's a Christian progressive magazine. Yeah, I've heard about Jim Wallace. He rubs me the wrong way sometimes, but he seems like a decent guy. There we go. Alright, so now this is done, and that stroke that I was talking about isn't too big. He pulled back an article about white nationalism in the Catholic Church. He's gone now. Why did he pull it back? There is white nationalism in the Catholic Church. Alright, I'm going to export this with bleed. There we go. Two writers of color resign. Why did they resign? I don't understand. What's the what? Daniel Camacho. Alright, that is done. Why did he apologize for the article? What did the article have to say? Was it exposing white nationalism in the Catholic Church? Why would you take something down like that? walked off rather than condone. They also made the article public. I don't understand. I don't understand what the article is about. Okay, so he took the article off. He apologized for it, and they didn't think that he should have apologized, so they resigned, right? Got it. So why did Jim Wallace apologize for it? Isn't he supposed to be like this anti-racist hero? My issue with him is that he often makes things about himself, and he really centers himself a lot, which is the opposite of what you should be doing in racial work. Jim Wallace is out after 48 hours of nonstop "we're not having this." Yeah. Him and Robin DiAngelo both rub me the wrong way. They seem very, very self-centered about everything they do. Color is now heading Sojourners. That's good. That's great. Is she going to bring the 2 employees back and apologize to them? People are gonna cancel their subscriptions if Wallace doesn't leave guide. That makes sense. I don't understand why he would apologize for it. I don't get that. No word on the writers. There's been talk of getting lawyered up. Good. It should. Haven't had a chance to read the art or string of apologies. Multiple apologies. Good. getting evicted. Why are you getting evicted? I thought evictions were suspended because of the pandemic. Alright, I think this is ready to go. Apologies were to the Catholics. Makes sense. Till Premier Ford got an exception for non-payment of rent. That's crazy. You haven't missed a payment. What in the world? Okay, that's taken care of. Now I think I'm going to take a break and do a little gardening. Bought the building and wanted to turn the units into Airbnb. 5 units were empty during the lockdown. Do you guys have a tenants union? You should form a tenants union like immediately. All right, so I have a bunch of little succulent plants that are growing little roots, and I need to plant them. I am not great at growing succulents because I water them too little. I always think that I should be watering them less, and then I end up ruining them, which is really bad. So I'm going to attempt pot them and help them grow. Only 9 units to occupied. So you're lawyering up, what are you going to do? These all have holes in them. These would be really bad to mix in. Need something to mix Let's see here. all. Landlord decimated 3/4 of your garden. Rhubarb and perennials gone. Have to get rid of clutter. 1/3 of what you own has to go. Lived here for 40 years. Whoa. Cannot be evicted without the approval of the Landlord-Tenant Tribunal. Okay. This is my dry compost. Sitting again at the beginning of August. Gotcha. Low-income legal clinic, but it's closed because of COVID. University is doing all online courses this year. Law students won't have the legal clinic. That's weird. system broke. Isn't that illegal? Sounds like they're breaching their contract. Do you have any friends who are lawyers? Maybe you could reach out for help. You have to take them to tribunal. Well, they can't kick you out until the tribunal goes through anyway, right? So you should be okay, right? Ceiling leaking over your toilet. That's wild. Sorry you're dealing with all that. That sucks. I am also in a kind of a holding pattern. Okay, this one's growing little bitty roots. Try sticking that in there. See what it does. Good, I'm glad you have everything planned ahead. I would still look into forming a renters union if you can, though. Just, try to get in contact with some of the other people. It's worth a shot. Queen, how are you tonight? Rent in London for an apartment your size is about 2.5 times your rent. Wow. Accepted. You contracted with an advocacy group for tenants. That's good. Landlord makes in 3 nights. Wow. That's wild. That's crazy. Take care, Laura. I will.
this is saying then is that just as you don't know how you manage to be conscious, how you manage to grow and shape this body of yours, that doesn't mean to say that you're not doing it. Equally, you don't know how the universe shines the stars, constellates the constellation, and galactifies the galaxies. You don't know. But that doesn't mean to say that you aren't doing it in just the same way as you're breathing without knowing how you breathe.
one could be repotted. Yeah, let's repot that one. This one? Nah, the other one is healthier. Let's do this one. Because I've got one more pot here. Alright, I think I am done for the night. Now I'm gonna water these plants, put all this stuff back. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna turn off the stream for a while.